The very first thing I want to talk about is Swapped is coming, guys. This is like a fun little animated film for kids out there. Michael B. Jordan, Juno Temple coming in, playing two animals that just absolutely hate each other, but they swap bodies, and then they have to actually go on an adventure to save each other's lives and survive the wildest ventures of their lives together. So this massive kid team up is going to go down, guys. I think it looks fun. It's great casting. Juno Temple is awesome. I love her from, of course, Ted Lasso, everything else she's been doing beyond that. So great. And Michael B. Jordan just keeps kicking butt all the time. So a lot happened. Those woodland creatures coming together, guys, and having a great time with Netflix and Skydance producing this film. So it looks like fun. Looks like fun. Get ready for more, guys. And talk about swapping. UFC has swapped from, of course, pay-per-view over to Paramount Plus. And now Paramount Plus will be that brand new home. And it's first out of course, they got like 13 events planned for 2026. The first one's coming out January 24th. And fans get to watch UFC 324 and get stoked to have the very first marquee free event to Paramount Plus viewers. Always free when you have Paramount Plus. It'll be in Las Vegas, this event, guys. The light heavyweight champion, Jason Gathke, will actually take on fan favorite Patty the Batty Piblet, guys. Get ready for that big lightweight, heavyweight, of course, battle. And also the UFC women's championship is up board. Also, Kayla Harrison is going to defend against a UFC Hall of Famer that's retired and coming back, Amanda Nunes, retired since retiring, first time back to the octagon since 2023. So not that far away, but coming together, 9 p.m., of course, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and end of January, guys. Get ready for more UFC on Paramount Plus. I'm going to tell you, it's pretty cool. If you guys are Paramount Plus people and you love UFC, this is a big acquisition that happened after, of course, the big merger. They were pushing for this, so it's a big day for UFC members because that's a lot of money they usually spend on that, guys. A lot of money was spent, too, for, of course, that deal with YouTube. Now, YouTube's been dealing with all these different carrying contracts going down. They keep going down and coming back, negotiating left and right. And for the past 2 months, YouTube and Televisa, Univision, have been going back and forth to make a deal with all their Spanish channels over on YouTube, of course, television. And now with that, too, they went 2 months. I mean, Disney was like a couple weeks, and people were freaking out. This was 2 months, but they finally got a deal for distribution. So if you do have any channel that falls under Televisa, Univision, they are going to be still stuck on YouTube for you guys. They're staying there for you guys. So get ready. That's a big deal for a lot of people out there, for all the Spanish networks. So big deal. I'm happy they worked it out. I feel like this is a big battle over at YouTube for all their carriage, for all their different networks. And get ready for more battles over there on Hulu, guys, because All's Fair had got picked up for another season. That's right. This is shocking to me because Kim Kardashian, this is a Ryan Murphy show, so it's a big show, but Kim Kardashian's in this, and she actually posted out when it came out that it had like a 3% in Rotten Tomatoes. Like everybody was like trashing on this show. Then it launched on Hulu and had like almost 4 million views in like the first few days. Massive hit, so much so they picked it up just like that. So it's getting more. Kim Kardashian and the whole thing, she came online saying she was shocked it's coming back, but she's excited that everyone's going to come back and do this one more time. And you also have like a lot of people in this, like Naomi Watts is in here. You also have Niecy Nash-Bett in here. You also have Sarah Paulson in here, Tiana Taylor in here. There's a lot of people that are actually in this show. So pretty massive cast. There's a lot of money in it. Rotten Tomatoes wasn't about it, but the fans were. I'm not about these verticals, though, guys. These verticals just keep coming and coming and coming. Of course, I'm talking about the romance verticals over there and all these different, of course, apps launching, taking actual acting jobs and flipping it vertical, guys, and saying it's non-union. Now, these things have been dominating the business for a while. Of course, they started in China. They've got a lot of American actors that are going non-union and doing these. There are no contracts really for these verticals yet, which is a massive problem. I know SAG did propose a contract for verticals, but the problem is no one's actually signed it yet. They just proposed it. Nobody's actually having those negotiations yet. That has to happen. You can propose something, but we got to have that deal be broken down and be made happen. Way to find out, but Access Entertainment is the newest people coming forward saying, hey, this is a great field we're going to dive into. They do a lot of independent stuff like the Iron Claw. That wrestling movie was pretty big. Also, Sweet Six coming out with Kate Blanchett now. They're producing that. And they're talking about now venturing into this world. And Danny Cohen, who actually runs their main finance investor right there, And of course, the company said that he's looking at everything, and the whole company is, as more people are, into those micro dramas. They think it's that new big thing. They can make great money at a low cost. And I know they pay their actors, it's way below scale what they actually pay for, but there's a lot of upcoming, of course, actors that go for that too. And some union people are too, because it is kind of a gray area. We got to tackle this. We got to take care of this. This is just the beginning, and more will keep coming. If we don't take care of it, there'll be a lot of fallout, guys, which is, of course, coming back. We know Fallout's coming back, but Fallout is going to wait for their actual award season, because they could come out. The first 3 seasons are going to drop in December. 3 episodes are going to drop in December. So they could technically be integrated and pushed into all these awards ceremonies, but they don't want to. They said, we're going to wait till the whole season's out and wait for the 2026 cycle for the award ceremonies. They don't want to wait for it. They don't want to have like 3 episodes only out. They feel like that could be bad for the actual whole season. So they're going to wait. So if you guys are wanting to see Fallout nominated for anything this coming award season, it won't happen. We have to wait for 2026. That's okay, guys. I'm fine. I'm just excited to see the show, and I'm excited to watch more of the show. I'm all about that. And I got to tell you, I love this content coming these days. So many great things coming. Like, of course, After the Hunt. This one looks great. Amazon MGM produced this psychological drama called After the Hunt. Follows college professor Julia Roberts doing a movie like this for Amazon, which is pretty great for her. She's always working. A professor who finds herself at a personal professional crossroads when a star student levels an accusation against her and one of her colleagues, and then a dark secret from her own past threatens to come to light, taking down her whole career, guys. It sounds interesting. Coming out, it just dropped over the weekend after a 41 theatrical day window. So if you guys didn't see it at theaters, because a lot of people didn't, it came out and only had like 3 million views, 4 million views, or I say $4 million it made overall through all the theaters. So didn't do that great.
It bombed.
Yeah, GR. But I bet it'll do good, GR, when it comes to streaming. Like a pretty big cast, too. I bet when they actually get to streaming, it'll be like, here we go. Let's watch it. Like, what was that one we talked about? Dirty Player on Friday, what was it called? Play Dirty, right?
Play Dirty, yeah.
That did fantastic when it dropped on streaming. So sometimes things find better homes on streaming than they did over there in the theaters these days. Unfortunately, it bums me out. I want to see the theaters do great, but they're just not doing great. Just not at all, right? We'll see. I don't know. It's frustrating. I'm more frustrated about the verticals, but I'm frustrated about a lot of stuff, guys. I don't know. Oh, me, I can't hear you.
Oh, I just went, yes.
Yes, right?
to all of that.
It just never ends.
On one hand, it's exciting times we're in because it's pioneer age of Hollywood. It's a new age. It's a new technologies involved. We are in the box, so we can't see out the box. But in the future, people will be studying this time frame. But then the living it part is really aggravating. And it's a whole new world that we all have to figure out and pivot or adapt and try to collaborate and work with. But yet we don't know the playbook. We don't know what rules to follow or not to follow or make our own, because there's no rules or regulations. There's nothing. There's no bumper guides us along kind of thing. It's new age. It's like, I don't think it's like exactly, but in a way of equivalency of trying to understand, I think it's kind of like when the talkies took over, like the silent era. People were.
It's that big, but
my point is with the technology. There was a new technology that people were like, "Oh, this isn't going to last. This is going to be a trend," and it took over. And people who did not get on board to learn about it, or at least be educated on it, lost their career.
Behind.
Their studios weren't wanting to do silent projects anymore because the technology, and then Technicolor, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, then digital film eventually. And it's just, that is science. That's technology. The arts and science go hand in hand, and we're there in a different time frame. But in 100 years, it'll be a whole different thing, and they're going to look back and think, oh, that's when it started. The branches started coming off the main road. And we don't need to be happy about that, but that's what's happening, and we can't control that. But what we can control is working together and collaborating still in an artistic manner that actually helps people, instead of just catering to AI and all the shit that's coming and is already here. Like the verticals, we've had long conversations about the verticals.
I know.
It's exciting that this is a new age thing, but there's no legalities to protect us. There's nothing to protect anybody yet. The industry, and it's just a whole complicated cocktail of bad ingredients that it's going to continue whether we like it or not. So what do we do about it now?
We have to regulate it now. We have to find ways to regulate it and integrate it into the union. We have to work on that though, and that's like it needs to be a big force factor right now, pushing for that.
Yes,
Because we're just going to get left behind. And there's a lot of actors.
Generations.
Yeah. And it's funny, they tried it with Quibi before, and then Quibi didn't work out. And then now it's like, but this new world, whatever has happened, it's all working for them. I know a lot of people that do these little dramas, these micro dramas, and they're making decent money, but they're not making what you do if you were SAG. And the problem is, it's just there's no control. So if something happens, someone gets hurt, something goes wrong, there's no protection for the people too.
Right.
So,
and then on top of that, do they get residuals from their identity?
No.
It's all on the platform. The platforms are the new studios, per se. And they are in control. It's kind of like the old school studios that had the contracts with all the actors, and they could only work with those actors with those studios in their own fashion now. But that's not good for the actors, the artists, the crew, and it's not going to continue to be in their best interest. It's only going to worsen. So these are the things we have to think about, because it's a labor issue as well.
Yeah. We have to think about it right now. I hope we can figure out labor massively too, and I hope we can work it out. I'm still confident we can do something still, but we wait another couple of years, it'll be too far gone.
We have a whole new Hollywood.
Brian, the union needs to get off its ass and start doing something for
the good thing is the W&W just started this week, so we're going to start working on, of course, proposals for the contracts. Maybe something will come in there. Hopefully, I'm going to start showing up there on Wednesday and start talking to them too. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we can do.
Great.
We'll find out. I just think it's really hard to stop that train right now, guys. But Stop That Train is coming, guys, with RuPaul. So get ready for that. If you guys love RuPaul at all, first movie, I think, in a long time. I can't remember the last time I've seen RuPaul in a movie. But RuPaul is headed to theaters, guys, with Stop That Train. The Adam Shankman directed action comedy is coming, guys. They shot here in LA. I'll give that a round of applause. Shooting here in LA is always fantastic, right? Shot here in LA. May 2026, and the film does star RuPaul, and alongside a bunch of her Drag Race universe people like Ginger Minaj, Juju B, Brooklyn Heights, Ladris Royale. I probably butcher names, guys, but like a lot of the people from Drag Race coming in here, following best friends Tess and Dee Dee, and their train stewardess who trade their dreary shifts on the stank rail for the glitzy Amazonian Express. And when a catastrophic stormaganza goes down and threatens to derail the high-speed train, the duo in coach must join forces with the snobby first-class attendants and the president, Gagwell, played by RuPaul, to save the day on a wild ride and campy comedy coming to theaters, guys. That's right. Stop That Train coming to theaters. Good for RuPaul. I'm having a shot here. It sounds like fun. It sounds like they're just trying to help out and save the day. And I hope it makes money. But again, we said theaters aren't doing it, but I hope it makes money, guys. But be a good Samaritan. And Good Samaritan's also coming, guys. Daisy Ridley's newest project, too. Set in this action-packed conspiracy thriller, guys. The Good Samaritan is coming as well. Directed by Pierre Morel. I love this guy. Pierre, I worked with him on Peppermint. Super fantastic director. Awesome. Very quiet, very soft-spoken, but very great when it comes to action and, of course, fight choreography. So I'm excited for that for this, too. I'm guessing there'll be some of this in, too, because it does actually follow a successful entrepreneur who is going to be played by, of course, Daisy Ridley, and her husband, Matt. They rescue a wounded man drifting off the coast of Indonesia, and they believe they're saving his life. But not just that, though. They're stepping into a deadly conspiracy. Within hours, their yacht vanishes, Matt is abducted, the paradise turns into a trap, and then they're hunted down by pirates and imprisoned and corrupt, of course, officials and put into jail, guys. It sounds interesting. It sounds fun. It's a romp into conspiracy world, guys, and it sounds something a little bit different than we usually get for all these reboots. So I'm on board. We'll check it out, guys. I hope it's great. And I hope it's great because I always love new content. But of course, we do have content that keeps coming back, like Wednesday, guys. Wednesday's coming back for a third season. That's right. We finally know who is playing Ophelia, Morticia Adams' sister. And this is actually really great casting, if you ask me. End of the last season, they didn't see her face, only the back of her head. We've been talking about her for a long time on the show. And actually, Eva Green has been cast as her. And I think that she's great. I remember from Penny Dreadful, of course, Dark Shadows, Peculiar Children, Mrs. Peregrine. Home for Peculiar Children. She's done a lot. Perfect casting, I think, honestly. And I hope this is great. I haven't finished all of Wednesday's season 2. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to finish it, though. Let me know what I'm missing, but I do know that she's perfect casting for this, too. Hopefully it makes lots of money, like that Jim Henson auction, guys. Woo! They made, guys, I was surprised by this, but I'm not, because they opened up this auction for the very first time to fans and people who love Jim Henson, and they actually sold $2.6 million worth of actual memorabilia from Jim Henson, and able to actually help again spur forward some funds towards Jim Henson's corporation so they can keep working in Hollywood. Apparently they've been losing a lot of money recently, so they had to dive into the actual, of course, vault and pull all this memorabilia from Miss Piggy's shoes, from the Great Escape Caper, also a full-size puppets from the Dark Crystal, 3 silkscreen prints created by Jim Henson himself in the 1950s, also nearly a prop pocket watch from the Labyrinth. There's so much stuff from Labyrinth, of course, from Fraggle Rock to the Muppets they actually sold off. So looks like fun, guys. But then $2.6 million, that's beyond my price bank. A lot of breaking news, guys. A lot of breaking news. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money they got. I'm excited for them because they've been apparently struggling. So I really want Jim Henson.
What's the money for the studio or for
the studio? Studio, because apparently the studio is going under, and so they had to go in and start selling a bunch of stuff.
And that's the same one that Charlie Chaplin had over on Sunset, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm glad that they could do that, because it needs to be a landmark. How is it not a landmark?
It should be. It's really cool too. I've never actually been there.
I haven't either. I've always wanted to. I need to make it happen.
You see Kermit there, and it's you see it, you're oh, I want to go in there so bad. It's a great look to it. But that's a lot of money. A lot of these things they were holding on to forever, and they just decided to open up to the public and sell it off. And a lot of them got even more than they thought they'd get. So one was supposed to be $12,000 they thought, and it got $38,000. So it's that's kind of how it was jumping from a lot of these different things they were selling off. So the very first time they've opened it up and sold actual Jim Henson puppets and props to the public. So pretty big.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the pep star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all. KRUSE Control Show. KRUSE Control Show.